pretty good match actually. So
speaking of good matches, apparently we have a match going on right now that is still going on and is 2-2.
Yeah, I have to update this real quick, and then do this, and then do this. And then I have to open the other match. And okay, I have to update a whole ton of stuff. This match, I guess, is just going.
I heard Nomad 3. I heard Nomad 3.
This match just must be going really, really slowly if they're only at 2-2.
Oh my god! Nomad 3! It's not going 0 for...
Alright, it's like, not 0 picks, yeah. So the score is 2-2. This is Minnesota's pick. I will update the score here. Come on, there we go. I'll update everything else after. We'll get through this map, and then we'll update stuff in between this and the next pick. But it is Arizona versus Minnesota. We'll introduce everything about them once this map gets through. It looks like Minnesota's got this one pretty comfortably in the bag with a triple FC against no FCs from Arizona.
Arizona kind of struggling with this.
Yeah,
it is Minnesota's pick, though.
I mean, still, these are not very great scores for Arizona. These are the sort of scores that I feel like if you saw like, well, I'm sure they got better scores on this in practice, because if you saw that 2 of your players are getting 300k, you probably would just ban it. Unless you had something else that was equally really not good.
Let's see what they banned.
Yeah, they banned Nomad 5. I don't...
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Minnesota is pretty good at, like, gimmicky stuff, right? So...
MLaw playing on my laptop. Actually?
Yikes. Wait, MLaw's at COE? I didn't know that.
No clue, dude.
I didn't know that. All right, so real quick here, as we are in between maps, 3-2 lead in favor of Minnesota. Minnesota banned Hidden 1. And Arizona, of course, banned Nomad 5. Picks have been, let's see, Minnesota first picked Hidden 2.
You banned the wrong
I
map.
banned the wrong one, I know. It was supposed to be the pick. There we go. They first picked... Yes, they first picked Hidden 2. Arizona first picked FM3.
And
those were both breakpoints. And then it was actually 4 straight breakpoints. Minnesota then picked DT2 and lost that. Then Arizona picked Nomad 4 and lost that. And then finally, Minnesota picked Nomad 3 and won it. And now we're back on Arizona's pick. So it was 4 breakpoints. This was the map we just saw was the first non-breakpoint.
Honestly, guys, Arizona guys, if you pick Nomad 1, if you follow the Minnesota strategy of picking the unplayed map, that seems to be the way to actually like confirm your picks. So trust Nomad 1.
Yep, this is definitely a Nomad 1 angle for sure. Actually, I mean, like...
It wouldn't be a bad pick. Like,
I feel like they have good aim players on their team, right?
Yeah, it would not be a bad pick. Maybe they want to play something else, but like, matchup-wise, it wouldn't be bad.
It's gonna be Nomad 2 instead, though. Okay, what are the seeds for this matchup? Hang on, 10 versus 23.
Arizona seed 10?
Yep.
Oh. Without Xarius.
Yep. Oh, whoops. I scrolled too far. Where's the frickin'... There it is. Oh, it erased the score.
A reminder, Arizona is composed of MLaw, Mac, Hagawabla, Major McQueen, Ordinary, and Extractive. Meanwhile, Minnesota, if I can find them, is composed of Swick, Ampy, Rallin, IO Exception, Lillian, and Nico Elixon.
That's Rain, by the way. It's R-A-I-I-N.
Oh, Rain.
Phase Rain? Phase Rain?
Phase Rain. Yes.
Phase Rain?
Rain.
Wait, did I put in the right?
Did you know FaZe recently became a publicly traded company?
And they like went in the tank.
And their stock tanked
Yeah.
within the first 90 minutes of
yeah,
being posted.
it was an SPAC, not an IPO. So they like couldn't have an IPO. I don't remember the exact background of what the issue was with their finances, but
And then that whole SPAC got like super throttled by something, and then they finally went public, and then everyone who could sell their stock, like their employees or everyone like that, just like instantly sold and the stock tanked. Phase up, you know, their stock tanked. Their stock tanked so it could go up. That's a heavy copium, but you know, you can bet your ass I'm not investing my money into FazeClan.org.
Right. Invest in FaZe CSGO only. Invest in no other aspect of
Yeah,
their
no,
team.
I'll give my money directly to Kerrigan. Hey, Kerrigan, multiply my money for me.
I just want to give my money directly to Twists, dude. Not even like to do anything with, just because he's so good at CSGO. I may have been swayed by that 1v3 on Underpass.
Yeah.
That was the best CSGO match I've ever watched. TBH.
You haven't watched many.
I have not. You don't need to tell them though.
it was a really fucking good match.
The dream of like, imagine being as good a caster as Machine. Holy. All right, Mac with the first
Speaking of being
break.
good at casting.
Mac with the first break. Ordinary following up right after the 1/3 pattern. Hagawabla holding on as best he can for Arizona, but it is a triple full combo now with double full combos. Ampy just chain misses a stream because that's kind of what happens sometimes. Double FC for Minnesota still on the board against the single full combo of Hagawabla. They are going to have a lot of work to do, our team Arizona, to try and make a comeback on this one, as we have already passed halfway and are reaching the final third of the map. Or Overpass? I always mix that up because there was the map in Modern Warfare 2 that was Underpass. So whenever I go pass in my head, I just 50-50 it and pick the wrong one the majority of the time somehow anyway. Hagawabla with the miss. That's the last FC gone for Arizona. And it's a double miss on the 1/3 pattern for Team Minnesota. However, Ampy and Lillian both fall by the wayside. Swick holding on, though, and with Mac and Hagawabla breaking, he should be in a position to bring this one home for the Minnesotans. Swick does find a late break at the very end, but he did enough alongside his team with the 750k from Lillian. They take a comfortable victory on the point.
Honestly, I'm surprised not to see MLaw on this. Even though maybe there's a little bit of a weird factor to this Nomachu. He's normally like the guy you would consider when going for the stream picks, the flowing picks, etc.
I think he's just like the raw mechanics Nomad 2 more so than the like more gimmicky Nomad 2 like this one, where it's based more around like the low BPM flow aim control than just stamina. I suspect that might be the case. Oh, of course. Of course! Why not?
我要jingle了，我要 jingle 了，我要 jingle 了，我要 jingle 了，我要 jingle 了。
Putting down my headphones, walking away from my computer for the next minute and 40 seconds. This map will go up to...
If you want to, I can just cast a solo. If you did,
whatever. Actually, this isn't as high as it was. It's only at 63% pick rate now, which is tied with Hard Rock 2. It fell off. What can I say?
Honestly, thank you AJT for reviving this forgotten banger. Like, this had a really bad map actually, at least a really bad top diff map from like 2009. The other diffs are kind of fun. Like, there's a Crazy J diff and there's a V2B diff, but the top diff is called like Remix, and it's by Tsuka, and it's like a really, really early Tsuka map. It makes no sense. And then AJT probably played it and was like, oh hey, the song bangs. And then he made a set for it. Or, well, he made one diff for it, I think. Maybe two. And then he got people to lead the set, including the likes of Patamon, Aranel, and others, which I do not remember off the top of my head. Oh, MLaw is with Trail Mix, apparently.
Which is
in
at
that crew.
Yeah,
at
which
Siri.
is at Siri. I need to find out what all teams have players at Siri. So it's Arizona, NorCal, Texas, New Jersey, Massachusetts are the ones I know of for scheduling purposes. Because I'll just put them the weekend after in the schedule. But I will probably make an announcement about that tonight.
Oh, yo, abort.
Why?
You're missing a mod.
It's probably client. Let me see.
Is it?
I'm gonna panic real quick. Yeah, it's client.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I was like,
it's client. You're
It's
not
easy
missing a
flashlight.
mod.
It's easy flashlight that we're missing. How is this client so bad? How is this client so bad? That's remarkable, actually.
I did not expect that. I did not expect that in the slightest. Okay, so the score might be like super in Arizona's favor, but it's not necessarily that way because we have the easy multiplier still to.
Well, the problem is
to
Arizona is triple FCing and Minnesota has one FC. So, you know. IO Exception is going to easy flashlight FC and lose by like 500k.
My man, IO Exception just FC'd Wow Jinkala with easy flashlight and lost
by a lot.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like you deserve better.
Yeah, I think Arizona can't actually be given that point. Sorry. The other team has an easy flashlight FC, you lose. What would it take to be able to do something like that in a row where, like, if you FC with this mod combo, you automatically win the point no matter what the score is?
Okay, if you take sudden death and then every mod that you can combine in UFC, then the point is yours no matter what.
Go like sudden death, hidden, easy flashlight. If you FC, you just win the point. I don't care.
Or hard rock hidden flashlight also would work because easy and hard rock are.
There was a
mutually exclusive.
Yeah. Once upon a time, I'll tell you a story. In 2017, Happy Stick Spring Tour 1K bracket final.
Oh god.
My Rabbit Chino against Emma Electovoid. The first map, I believe, his first pick is it's the Yui Konu song.
Goodbye, I think?
No, oh god. Well, anyway, his first pick, he goes hidden sudden death. It might have been sudden death only. It was a free mod.
It was hidden sudden death.
He goes hidden sudden death. It's his first pick of a grand finals match on a stream with like a whole bunch of viewers. Awake, thank you. And he FCs and wins the map. And eventually the match ends up going to tiebreaker, and he ends up winning the match on tiebreaker. Hey, it's Nomad 1! All right!
They listened!
We are saved from anything being 0% pick rate, thanks to this very match.
Thanks to Arizona and Minnesota, the goated states. Also, My Rabbitino, formerly known as My Rabbitino, because his name is Zglock, formerly known as also Luductive, Locked In, Too Much Memes, and possibly other names that he wasted name change money on.
Do you know the tiebreaker?
Max now.
Do you remember the tiebreaker from that round?
No.
It was
I can't see it, dude.
Ryokugan no Jealousy, Monster with Green Eyes by Evil
Oh,
Elvis.
yeah, no.
And he put up, like, the most insane score for the time. Like, I remember, this is 5 years ago now. He put up, like, a 1500 combo or something. He, like, FC'd past the solo. Absolutely absurd performance.
And the reason why Air remembers that so fondly is because not only was he, like, one of the main people that organized that tournament, he was also a mainstay in the Azers Discord where Z-Glock was from.
Absolutely true. That was the first big tournament that I helped organize. I did a lot of scheduling and spreadsheet work in the very early days before I had any fucking clue what I was doing in either of those regards. Happy Stick Tour has a special place in my heart because that was really how I got into the tournament scene. And here I still am. For better or for worse. All these years later.
You can never leave.
Don't forget, you're here forever. Yeah, so our first Nomad 1 pick of the week is going to be the last pick of this match. Arizona looking to send it to a tiebreak. This is the only match point of their own that either team will face, so we might get back-to-back tiebreakers here.
Here's the real challenge. Arizona win their own pick. Right? Like, parentheses, impossible, close parentheses.
Yeah. Yep, all three of their all three of their points have been breakpoints. This would be a
little surprised.
Good place.
A little surprised to see IO Exception playing the quote-unquote mechanics map in this pool.
Yeah, not
generally regarded as kind of like a gimmick player and mapper.
And mapper, right? I would say it's a very convenient sort of affair. That this almost feels like.
His skin is like, I know IO Exception, like, not personally, but like closely, I guess. His skin is like fucking whack. It's like full white with like no numbers, like really weird kind of follow points. It's kind of like a Rust Belt skin, but without like the fun stuff. Oh, the fun Rust Belt elements.
Rust Belt skin is an enigma, man, or was, I guess. Wonder what he's up to these days. Well,
probably playing DMS.
So we have a couple early breaks here. Haguabla, about 200 combo in, and then Ampy just a moment ago. Combo advantage goes to Arizona. Accuracy lead is basically negligible. 97% for Emla, but it's offset by Haguabla being up at 99.5, even though he does have that break. It's a 10k lead in favor of Minnesota, which is absolutely nothing at all.
10k and eroding.
Yeah, it's gonna go over to Arizona because of the combo advantage for Haguabla over Ampy. But there is a lot of map left to go, and there's plenty of places you can break, whether it's at somewhere random, whether it's on the longer streams in the solo, or whether it's on somewhere random like that from Ampy. I guess that was the first option. Sometimes you want to choose option A, sometimes you want to choose option B, and Ampy decided he wanted to choose option A.
Listen, I fully expect one of the teams to have like a double break on the solo.
Well, the problem is they have to get to the solo first. IO Exception breaking a bit before that. And we know what happens when you break halfway through. It's that score cap that we are so fond of discussing in these sorts of situations. Ampy continuing to have trouble. The lead is growing for Arizona to the point where unless they really struggle with that solo, they're going to have an easy time closing this pick out. IO Exception with another miss. And Emla, Ordinary, both holding FCs. Haguabla with a solid combo plus the impeccable ACK. Get to this a little slow into then the solo. Minnesota's only hope of getting back into this one is to have Arizona completely collapse while they three-way this section that is to come, because otherwise this map is all but over. The chances that we see our third tiebreaker of the weekend are growing by the second as Arizona continues to hold on to those combos. But now we get the hard part. It's a miss-aim from Medlaw, and it's a miss-aim from Haguabla. Okay, this just opened the door for Minnesota. They got exactly what they wanted out of this section. Another break, it's Ordinary. It's a three-way combo reset for Arizona. I'm getting a little bit nervous here. Swick with the break, but Ampy holds on. It's not going to be enough now. The nerves just eroded in a hurry.
Full combo reset for basically everyone.
It is a
It's
a six-way combo reset. And that is exactly what Arizona needed after they found their own breaks, was for Minnesota to find some breaks themselves.
Oh, the way it's headed. We're going to see a third tiebreaker in this round of 32.
Who could have imagined, after the way things have gone for the last couple of years in these first rounds, with all of the matches going pretty predictably with very little competitiveness in many of them, to now see 3 tiebreaks in one weekend to start off the tournament, says something about how competitive USA has gotten between some of these middle sort of teams. And that's Arizona finally, with the last opportunity, their final pick of the match, winning one of their own picks, and they send it to tiebreak. Do we get another ping in chat for another tiebreaker?
Oh, yo, first tiebreaker since literally an hour ago.
Yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing exactly that. Oh, lag?
Not lag here.
No, it's just my client lag. My Discord client lagging. Discord's gonna hate me for all these pings. Whatever, though. So its own phrases, once again, we talked about it, we saw it, we played it. Everybody knows what can happen on this one. It's the mechanics pick. It's for the consistent high skill level mechanic players of the teams. You gotta keep your wits about you, because as with any tiebreaker, it's not short. You got plenty to contend with over the next 5 minutes of map.
Aaron, I just want you to know that people quickly spam boo in the reacts, and I completed it with a B, so it's no longer a boo.
Boob.
I got you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate ya. I could also just right-click remove all reactions.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
But that's no fun at all. So, who has the better mechanics team?
I would assume Arizona.
I think it's Arizona.
Okay. The Nomad 1 is like the closest map we have in the pool to the tiebreaker, and they just won that Nomad 1 by a decent margin. So you'd assume Arizona are favorites here, but you know, nerves could be weighing in. Everyone knows Imlaw has a little bit of an issue with nerves. He famously, he's like the one streamer who popularized the heart rate monitor.
He's like infamous for his nerves at this point, honestly.
M-Shake.
Okay, once again, we have Hidden. Every time the tiebreaker's been played, we've had somebody run Hidden on it. I think that's interesting. You don't really see that very often normally.
It's the preference mod.
Yep.
Everyone, and like, it's the preference mod that gives you a 0.06 score bonus. So
yeah. Interestingly, we have the same roster as Nomad 1 for Arizona with Emla, Mac, Hagawabla, or is that right? Or was it Ordinary?
Yeah. No, it was Ordinary.
It was Ordinary. Yeah. So we have one player switch on both sides. We have, I believe, we have Swick and 2 player switches on total.
No,
2 player switches total.
Yeah.
It's Mac in for Ordinary, and it's Lillian in for IO exception. Yeah. So you can kind of get the vibe of, you know, I was talking about Nomad 1 being similar to this pick.
Why is Imlaw in Copenhagen? Isn't also an event in the Netherlands?
Maybe they flew into Copenhagen for like a day or two before the event? I don't know. It's not super far.
It's weird.
It's also, I don't know, maybe they got, I don't know. I mean, it's not like Amsterdam airport isn't massive. It's not like you would have to fly to Copenhagen. Yeah, so I don't really know.
I mean,
wanted to visit Denmark.
You can probably just like, take a train there.
Swick with the first break.
Oh,
but Mac follows right up.
Okay, the reason why I think that's a little bit worrisome is that Swick was basically Minnesota's best player on the Nomad 1. He had the highest score, he held combo for longer.
Swick is their best player, like, on mechanics, just full stop. It's not like he was just their best player on Nomad 1, but like, I think he's their best player on this sort of thing in general. Ampy
also finding a break.
So it's
only Lillian.
Lillian versus the world. It's a double FC still. Emla and Haga Wabla this time. Not to be confused with Haga Neno. The only other player I can think of that has, or Haga 1115.
Oh, true.
How many Hagas do we need?
Hagas.
Yeah.
Apparently 1114 of them.
I'm banning you. Goodbye. So double FC versus single FC. Accuracy not looking the greatest for MLaw, and there's his break. Right as we mentioned his Ack. Right as I mentioned his Ack. He misses. So this is now combo favoring Minnesota. Haga's got to hold that FC. Lillian obviously slightly behind because Haga has hidden on, but the accuracy difference between them helping out. And then the combo advantage for Swick and Ampy versus MLaw and Mac.
Bowie with the live commentary from behind MLaw apparently confirms that was a stutter. The live reporting in the field.
Well, that's why you don't want to play on a laptop unless you have, I guess, no other option. Oh, Lillian with the break. That's the FC remaining gone from Minnesota. Ampy follows up as well. And it's now just Swick. That is a little bit of a sigh of relief going to be breathed by Arizona as they come into this break, and they will see the scores with Haga still on the FC and big combo on Mac to back it up. And they'll look over and see Minnesota with quite literally one person holding combo out of the three. Not much hope left at this exact moment in time until and unless some breaks occur for Arizona.
This is the hardest part of the map, so breaks could be incoming here, but with the way this is going, Minnesota would need to basically three-way hold through the solo.
And they don't. Lillian is the one to break. Swick, Ampy both hold, but all three members of Arizona hold. That is a little bit of a death knell for Minnesota. Their chances are diminishing by the second. We saw from the previous time this was played how hard of a time some players can have with the last Ki. The nerves hit fever pitch, but the lead is so big, or going to be so big soon at least. It's still sitting at 200K. It's not the biggest thing ever, but it's going to continue to increase. Ampy with the break. Swick holds on. That's crucial if they want to have any sort of a chance. There goes Mac. But Haga Wobbla and MLaw are looking to bring this one on home for Arizona.
They need Haga Wobbla to miss right now.
He does! He does?
Yeah, but
MLaw's still holding.
Minnesota's players without the combo also missed.
Yeah, MLaw's still holding, and Swick is the only combo for Minnesota. It doesn't even matter that MLaw just missed, right? I don't think there's enough score. Yeah, there's not enough score.
Swick can get.
This could get a little bit close if there are a couple more breaks from Arizona in the end, but it's out of reach without, like, divine intervention. And that is divine intervention trying to come into play for Haga Wobbla with a chain miss on that stream, and Mac finding a miss immediately after, but MLaw didn't actually break, or MLaw never broke, so he's at 1,000 combo. Not that he didn't actually, but he just never did. So
Real miss.
MLaw will hold on to this lead. And Arizona will somehow,
by the skin of their teeth,
just manage to escape a 5-4 victory for the number 10 seed over the number 23 seed. Our third tiebreaker, and interestingly enough, the first one to be won, I believe, is that right? Let me see here. What was the earlier one? Hang on, I have to go to my list. It's the first tiebreaker to be won by the higher seeded team. As interesting as that is, both of the previous tiebreakers were won by the lower seeded team. But now our third and final tiebreaker, well, probably, does end up being won by the team on paper expected to win the match.
Also, a little bit of a funny fact. I think they just not reverse swept, but like were 4-1 down and then got the 5-4 victory.
They were. Oops, wrong match. Hang on. What was the score of this? Oh, that's.
It might have been 4-2 down.
I think it was 4-2.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they were 4-2 down and then won 3 points in a row. So, not unimpressive by any means. But well done for Arizona. They go onward. They'll be facing Massachusetts. I feel like those teams have played before. I don't know.
Maybe. I think they might have played in the first round, actually.
So that'll be a tough matchup, I think, for Arizona. Massachusetts, though, maybe a little weaker this year than they've been in some of the past years. We'll see how that one ends up playing out. Minnesota drops down to losers bracket, where they will face off against Alabama, which I think should be a winnable one for them. Alabama not looking super great against Massachusetts, losing 5-1. I don't know. Did they win Gamble? They probably won Gamble, right?
Probably. That's a great... they won Gamble. Oh my god. They did. That's a great college football matchup.
Alabama versus Minnesota. SEC versus Big Ten. Yeah, so that is... that's going to do it, though. Well done to Arizona. We will see them next week in Winners Bracket. Moving onward. And we will have one match left for the night, which is going to be our first sighting of this year's SoCal roster. The
Scalabrinis.
The number 3
Scal.
seed, Scal. The number 3 seed in the tournament. They'll be taking on Kentucky, and that'll be in a little bit. That's going to be with some new commentators. They were, I feel bad. They were supposed to have commentated a couple matches already, but we lost our second streamers. So it's going to be newcomers to USC. Welcome in Juno and iFlame in a little bit to that one. But we'll be back for that match. We're going to take a few minutes of chill downtime for you guys to maybe grab a drink, stretch your legs, whatever needs to be done. And we will see you all on the other side of this break in just about 15 minutes for our final match of the night, SoCal versus Kentucky. Be there, or as they say, be square.
Probably thinks he's so slick ending on that.